The showcase of the best players in the NFL is coming up as Las Vegas welcomes the Pro Bowl for the first time. The stars of the AFC and NFC are ready to shine. Next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is always exciting to see the very best the NFL has to offer all in one place. And we have that here this afternoon as we welcome you to Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt. And Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
The best players the NFL has to offer on one stage. The AFC-NFC Pro Bowl underway here in Vegas. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, now in his 17th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Back deep here, Andre Roberts. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. So here now the AFC for their first drive. They're led by the NFL's MVP in 2018 and also MVP of Super Bowl 54 in his 5th season. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Mahomes in the...
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Keenan Allen, 66 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And Charles, when you talk about Keenan Allen, you're not necessarily usually talking about that crazy top-end speed, but he does a great job there with the ball in his hands.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
For the first down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Rodgers now on first down. Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. Chris Jones. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Rodgers going to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
You're trash. You're trash. 49's the mark.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
49. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
53. Mike, 53. All day, baby, all day.
Rodgers now on first down.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, they can't stop. Let's go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the NFC going to use their third and final timeout, 3rd and 2.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they'd been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to them a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown away. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Yellow. 480. 54 Mike. Come on. You better bring it. Hey, watch Sam. Watch Sam. Check Mike. Watch out.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all time. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime. Go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The AFC.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Mahomes.
Check down here for Henry. And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at fourth down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Green 18! It's coming this way, Here we go. Look at it!
On second down, Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.